Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Odyssey Pokemon Circuit. Now we're at Season 2. But before we begin our first game, it's going to be me soloing this cast. So hopefully, unfortunately, we weren't able to get Jake. He's a very good technical player who knows a lot about his Pokemon stuff in terms of competitive play. And I'm just an organizer that just does Pokemon things on the side. But hey, let's see how far I can get. Because I only play like 2 different play styles anyway. So we'll see what happens in these couple games we're going to watch. So just an announcement that this is probably going to be the last season now that Pokemon OP has just announced that their competitive championship series for 2022, it's going to launch early next year. So that hopefully means League Cups and League Challenges and as well as just regular leagues are going to be back. So I'll put a lot of time to focus on that. So the OPC is probably going to transition over to online. So it's going to be an online tournament series as soon as TCG Live comes into play, or we'll probably just still use PTCGO now that TCG Live has been delayed. So we'll see. I know this is pretty late because this is the third event, and since then Fusion Strike has just been released just about a week ago, and then I think our 6th OPC event is going to be happening this weekend. So kind of behind, but we've been busy, so hopefully this can hold you over until the playoffs, which is also going to be a one-day only event now that only 8 people has registered for this season. So let's get started with the first match here. So we're gonna go into a classic matchup between 2 good players, Iman and Christian. So you guys will probably recognize Iman and probably Christian. I just don't remember how many games we casted last season. But Iman was also in the playoffs for season 1, and Christian is a very solid player. Iman is a very young player. I believe he's only at least a senior, not even masters. I believe around or older than Ian, which I believe is 14 years old, and he's also a solid player. But in terms of style as well as in terms of competitive sense, I believe Iman's a stronger player in that age group, and then Ian would just be below him because I think they're the only few people that play competitively around their age group. And I believe we do have Jenner and Jack, which I believe we did have on the stream before, and they're also solid players, and it's just kind of hard to determine where they are on the board. I don't know why I have that creamy up already, so let me go ahead and take that out. So here we go, starting up game 1. Again, their board's set up. I know you guys probably can't. I don't think I have the deck names here, but I believe it's going to be a Shadow Rider versus a Suicune deck. So let's see what's going to happen. So it looks like they're just now setting up, getting ready to start their match. So it's round 1 out of 3 games that we're going to watch today. So in the meantime, Fusion Strike just came out, and so the new Architects that's probably going to be dominating the competitive scene until V-Stars, which is the next set that's dropping in, I believe, late February or early March, like just in time for the first regionals. So Gengar and Mew is probably going to be really top decking a lot of online tournaments, and this probably as well as locals. So we'll see what happens. So solid players. This is Christian's first time in the season. He's doing okay. I know with the 8 players that played, we're doing top 4 goes into the playoffs. So in terms of just like consistency, he's pretty good. So we have a I don't even know how to pronounce that. Cresselia. So we got Cresselia to start from Iman, and then we have a Suicune, which is a really good start with with Christian there. Going in for the quick ball. We see a Sabo on the ground. I believe that's just part of his deck, so we'll see what he's going to pick up with the quick ball. Looks like he's discarding the energy there. Or maybe he just got the Sabo, but we'll see. Okay, so he did get the Sabo. I was looking at the Cresselia, so I didn't catch exactly what he did. All right, so we got an energy attachment on the Suicune. So Suicune's pretty good. Runs pretty combos really well with I don't remember what they're called. I believe it starts with a C. But the Sobble with the Drizzile and Inteleon line, it's very popular, and that's used in a lot of many different decks now, actually. That like like a tier 1 staple. So like Urshifu runs Umbreon's one Jolteon runs Suicune runs so like seeing a Teleon or at least a Sobble Drizzile line is not abnormal to see. So we got training court on the field from Iman here. So it's a very good stadium card. So what it does, you can able to get an energy card from your discard part into your hand, and it also counters other stadiums like such as Old Cemetery, but Old Cemetery wouldn't hurt Iman anyways, but it will hurt Path of the Peak. So if the Suicune player did play Path of the Peak, which I don't think he will because of the ability from the Suicune, it'll just knock that out. Alright, so let's see what's going to happen. He's going to play Articuno, and Articuno has a special ability is when you play him from your hand, you can able to attach energies to it. And so this is the combo for this, for the Galarian Articuno, is you would use Shadow Rider to attack. I'm going to get this mixed up because I don't remember. Because I've seen Shadow Rider so many times, and it's been a while since I seen it in action because this is like a month and a half old game, so I'm trying to go from my memory. So it's either the Alcremie or the Shadow Rider that does more damage for each psychic energy on all your Pokemon. But I think for the Alcremie it does like 50 times, but you have to discard them, where Shadow Rider it does 10 plus 30 for each psychic energy attached to all your Pokemon. Don't get me wrong, once it happens I'll check. So you know what, I'm going to check right now. I, for some reason, don't have the Shadow Rider cards on my list, so let's take a look at the Creamy VMAX real quick. Discard any amount of energy from your Pokemon. This attack does 60 damage for each of your card you discard in this way. Okay, yeah, so the Creamy discards, and I believe Shadow Rider does not. So it looks like Emon's getting set up here. Got the Crobat for the extra cards. We got a Drizzile going in from the Evolve from Christian here, so he's going to go ahead and take try to get that trainer card. So let's see what's he gonna do. Oh, Melly. Okay, not bad. Very it's a staple in water-based decks now, like such as Ice Rider. So what it does is it's a supporter that makes you attach energy card from your discard pile to one of your Pokemon V, and if you do, you get to draw 3 cards. So it does have that draw engine into it. So he does have a wider energy in his discard pile, so he could play this. I can't see his hand, so we don't know if he has a research or a Marnie. So, but in this case, since he had to get this, safe to say that he doesn't have not any good. Oh, not gonna play it yet. Okay. Let's see. Okay, level ball. All right. I guess he's gonna try and maximize what he can in his hand before he does that. At least this way he can able to shuffle the cards in case if he knows if he's not gonna get the card that he's expecting to get when he draws a 3. So level ball for Sobble, which is pretty standard play. Try to get as much Drizzile and then the Drizzile line into it. So there's the Melody. Attach the water to the Suicune. Draw 3 cards. Path of the Peak would hurt this because of his ability to get to draw an additional card. But the Blizzard Rondo is actually going to be pretty good. So Iman pretty much almost has a full bench, as well as Christian here. So it's enough to knock out the Celia. But Shadow Rider is out with the Shadow Rider VMAX, so he's going to do the Underworld Door. I would think so. Oh, no. But he will Professor's Research. So Underworld Door is an ability where you're able to pretty much attach a Psychic Energy to one of your bench Pokemon and you're able to draw cards. I believe it's 2. And in this way, he can able to, boost the energy count on all his Pokemon. So the good thing about the Underworld Door is it does not count as an energy attachment. So you can able to do that as well and then play the energy for turn. So it looks like he's good. So I think he would need, that's 150 plus 10, 160. He would just need like 2 more energies, I believe. So it's going for the quick ball. I don't know how many Crobats he plays, but a Crobat would be nice just to be able to get the draw there. But it looks like I didn't see anything in his deck. Unfortunately, if he does do the Crobat, the Suicune does get more powerful. But he's just gotta find a way to able to maximize the damage to knock out the Suicune, because only that Suicune has energy. So essentially, once he gets that, out of the way, Iman's going to be in the lead. And Christian will be slightly behind. But yes, it looks like Iman's in a very good position here. Alright, so there's the energy attachment for the Alchemy VMAX there. And he's going to go for the knockout. And was that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, that's just more than enough. So it gets 2. Suicune's out. It's got that cape. Give it I believe 30 more HP. 50 more HP. Ooh. I am out of the game for this one, guys. So water energy attachment. If we can get a melody into play. Oh, does not. He gets a Ryan. Oh, do I have that on my list? No, I don't. Bummer. I need to get the deck list. But it's alright. Hopefully the people who's watching are already knowing how to watch. This isn't like a how to play video. This is more of a commentary type thing. But it's good. It's all in Iman's favor. So we're gonna see how. It's gonna get a Marnie. Won't be able to play because he already played a supporter. So he is in a very bad position for Christian here. 4 prize cards versus 5. But if this Suicune is probably going to get knocked out next turn, so that means his main attackers are gone. And okay, I thought he passed turn. Would be able to kind of retreat. Okay, so he's got that Drizzle, so hopefully he'll get like a. What would he get as a trainer here? There he is, counting his hand, counting points, counting damage, calculating his turns here. So trying to see if he can maximize what he could on this turn. He could retreat. Switch out, lose a Drizzile. At least that way he can come back with an energy, hopefully with an energy on his side of the field, and then full bench. Because that's 10. Oh, but it is a VMAX, so ooh, yep, not in a good position for Christian. Ooh, he has got the bucket. He's got the bucket to get some energies here. Okay, that's good. That's good. I believe he already attached for turn, so he want to be able to play it just now. He's got a quick ball and energy for another Suicune. Okay. If you can find a way to put damage on here and then play on his next Suicune and then boost that on his next turn, he can able to take out this VMAX. But the Alchemy would not. That's 60 times 2, 120. 120. 180. Oh, he's got the cape though. It's gonna be close. If Iman has a Fog Crystal in his hand, he's pretty much gonna win this game. And he's also got the training card in the field, so both players are able to do that. Taking damage here. Training card for the energy. I believe he's going to attach for turn here. Oh, he's used Underworld Door because that's how you get the additional cards. And he could do it again. Yep, because he has 2. Oh, yeah, this is in way in the Iman's favor here. Air Balloon. He's probably going to switch out for the other Shadow Rider there. At least this way he wouldn't have to worry about losing one. Gets another VMAX. Could play another Underworld Door. Fog Crystal. He needs an energy. That's fine. I don't. Should have enough. Oop, there it is. Iman's got this. I think he's confident of what he's gonna do. He can mess up and not have to worry. But if I were him, I would switch. Just in case, because he will get knocked out next turn. And there's a knockout for 2. It's a lot of energy on the field now. Pretty much all his energies, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sounds about the right number of energies. That should be in the deck. So let's see what Christian's gonna do. He's now technically behind. Once his Suicune's gone, he is going to lose the round. He could switch out for the Drizzile and just hope for the best, trying to get as much as he could. But the damage output from Iman going into the next couple rounds anyways is just going to be more than enough to overwhelm him. So we should be able to see a GG. Oh, there it is. GG from Christian comes from that turn. Iman set up pretty well that game. Did a lot of maximum, maybe not max damage, but he did a lot of potential damage. Because you can do away a lot. So, what is that? 10 times 30 is 300 plus additional 10. That's 310. That's way more than for the Suicune there. That's good. Alright, so that is game 1. Let's go ahead and get ready. I'll set up game 2. So, let's talk about what to expect from the regionals. So, if you guys are listening, they're going to still adhere to the Play Pokemon Organized Play COVID rules. So I believe some of the rules, I think you always got to wear a mask and you have to use some sort of hand sanitizer or wash your hands every time you play against an opponent. Because some of the rules, while optional, you have the choice to cut their deck, shuffle the cards if they need to, kind of thing. Not required. It is optional, so you don't have to worry about that. But let's go ahead and get ready for the second game. So we're going to have Jake versus Elijah. And you guys know Jake. He was my backup commentator. Oh, he was the main commentator. I was just, in the background just talking, hang out, having fun. So we're going to see two different decks here. We're going to see another Shadow Rider, but this is going to be built differently because he's going to run a Puckaboo. And then we have Elijah, a seasoned veteran, because now he's in Season 2. And this is Jake's first time playing in Season 2 as well. He did play during Season 1, but was not part of Season 1 because I think he was busy for like half of the time. It would not be able to grind out for the points. Oh, and also he was gone for the finals. So we see another Shadow Rider, but we're going to see something different today, and that's going to be the Blaziken. Now, the Blaziken isn't specifically a top tier deck. I mean, it's probably fun to play. I would say maybe 1.5, maybe tier 2. Elijah, it's a very interesting, unique player. I would say, I don't know if he's a tech player per se, but he does play unorthodox decks. He does not play anything very meta. I think currently he's running Slowking VMAX, which apparently he has won a couple tournaments with, actually, locally. Just because it's not seen as a very strong tier 1 deck. But hey, if a deck works, it works, right? So we're going to see Blaziken being used here, and he's going to level ball and Rimrad to get the artillery, to get this engine going. So we'll see how this plays. Oh, playing down the Zera Aura. Not a Vikavolt, but a Zera Aura. But I guess he's going for like elemental fighting type. So he always plays like around a theme, right? So Blaziken's like a fire fighting, and then Zero Aura is like a lightning fighting. So I don't know specifically about the strategy using the Zero Aura V is. I don't know if there is a VMAX for this actually, because it does take a while to boost up, but he does have the Rapid Strike energy up on the Blaziken with the big Parasol that cancels out pretty much attack effects. So let's take a look at the Puckaboo. So that's something that we didn't see in the last game, but it's not a very good starting card. The Shadow Rider definitely would have been better, but essentially for the Puckaboo, you would play it only when there's a stadium out, and you can discard it, such as Path of the Peak. Probably not for Old Cemetery, maybe Trading Court, but that benefits both players. Trading Court benefits both players. Old Cemetery benefits Psychic players, so there wouldn't be a need to. But he does have the Articuno, as we saw in the last game with Iman, that's going to get the energy out going for the Shadow Rider out Creamy, depending on how he wants to play it out. So it's very good to get the early energy, especially if you have a starting hand with that card or even a Quick Ball and like 3 energies. That's still going to be a pretty good setup for him. And then all you got to do is just get the VMAX going, and then bam, a lot of potential damage there. So he did do a switch out Elijah for the Zora Aura, so he's good at he's playing an evolution instance. This allows you to grab an evolution Pokemon. So if I had to guess, he would get the VMAX for the Blaziken, because I believe that's his main attacker for his deck. Oh no, he's gonna get the auxiliary. So this is good. This is a staple in most decks. for at least Rapid Strike based decks. So I like you'll see it in Urshifu. So what it does is you can do it anytime and almost every turn, but only once. You can be able to look for a Rapid Strike card, reveal it, and put it into your hand. So let's get that going. So he's looking to the sides to see what he would get, because he has not revealed anything yet. So he's just thinking to see what kind of potential damage he can do. For Shadow Rider, you would like to try to get set up against Shadow Rider. You would try to get set up first, because once Shadow Rider is set up, which is possible by turn 2, it's pretty much going to be GG, because a lot of damage goes through, especially with the Articuno, and then just Fog Crystals, and then Underworld Door. So we got to Blaze again, VMAX out on the field, and this is going to be its main attacker. So as you guys can see, it looks like it's like 130 choose with two revenge Rapid Strike Pokemon and attention energy card for your discard pile to each of them, which is good to set up. But for 130, you're not going to do a lot of damage. But against single strikes, he could. And I believe he runs the... I want to say it is the Rapid Strike energy, but I don't play Rapid Strike, so I can't say. This one should... I guess it's not this one. But it's good. So it pretty much becomes 2 energies, but there is another energy. I guess it's single strike where it does an additional like 20 damage, which would have been nice, but that only works for single strike. So it looks like it's going to do that to retreat for the Blaziken. It does have enough to knock out the Punkaboo, which he will. Takes a prize card here. We don't know what he took just yet. Looks like a Membrane or a Level Ball. There goes the Fog Crystal. So you can either get a Psychic Energy or a Psychic Pokemon, but let's see what he's going to do here. So he is looking through his deck just to see what he has. He does have another Articuno. I don't know if he has any energies in his hand, which would able to simply play for that. Second energy with the Fog Crystal. Going in for the shuffle. So not a very bad play. You do want to maximize all the energy profits on the field. But in this case, he doesn't have a VMAX ready. He doesn't have a whole lot. It looks like he is now handless. If I had a big Parasol card on the list, I'll be able to show you guys how it works. I believe it's only for effects. Damage effects. So it wouldn't work but against Gengar VMAX. It comes in energy. I don't believe he needs that. Let's see. Alright, goes in for the research. Or not. Maybe quick ball with the research. Ooh, maybe I didn't see that first card. Play that kind of fast. Yep, okay, I see the quick ball. Not sure if he plays a Crobat, but a Crobat is a deck staple in mini decks, like maybe 99% of all the decks that we see play. Just for the draw advantage here, but he has more than enough to not worry about that. So he is bringing out another Zero Aura. While in a sense it could be good, it's strange to see it in tier 1 competitive play. But as I mentioned earlier, Elijah does like to play with non-meta decks, which is pretty cool. So we'll see. Every time we'll see Elijah play, it's always gonna be something different. So we're not gonna see like a mirror match. We'll always see something new and interesting with Oh, there's the top deck with the research. That's what he needed. got some cards. Got some cards. All right, training court helps both players. Mainly helps Jake here. All right, all right, all right. You got the VMAX. Now you can Underworld Thor a couple times. Does have the Crobat in his hand as well. So this is a very good hand. He'll Crobat for 4. He didn't Underworld Thor because I think he would only get 3 versus the 4. But he can Underworld Thor and still draw. Because Crobat will always, it's going to cap you at 6 regardless. So it's good that he played it first. But now that it has more energy, so he can Underworld Thor a couple times. Here's one here. Okay, he does it again. Alright, but energy on that one is fine. Looks like the first one's about to go out anyways, unless Elijah has a boss, and I believe he might be able to take it out. But now another Fog Crystal, that's only enough for, I think he can do 2, but I don't think he has return just yet, so that's fine. I think he's still going to be maybe an energy or 2 short. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times 3 is 180, plus 10 is 190. Pretty sure it's 30 for each psychic energy in the field. It would work if he had Alcremie, but he does not. So it is going to retreat. So he can do some damage. So here's the attached return. So it's 230. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's right. Zero Aura is going to be pretty good because they'll do 160 to the bench. So that's 100 and then 30. It's not enough to knock that out, but the Zero Aura would be able to do a lot of damage there. So he'll CrossFit for 100 on the active and then 160 on the bench. Since the Blaziken did attack because it's another Rapid Strike. So this is their combo that they're working on. So this is what Elijah excels at in making sure any non-meta decks works with synergy. And he does play I want to say conservative, but he does have tricks up his sleeves. So he does scrap the Air Balloon, which is very important because now that if he does if this Shadow Rider takes damage, the only way to retreat is either with a switch, Air Balloon, or using up the energies. Even though he does have Training Court, you do not want to have to spend 2 or 3 energies just to retreat because that's like 90 damage you're missing out on. I mean, you can't get on with Thor, but Training Court you're going to use once. So unless he can able to get those energies back into his hand, it's going to hurt. All right, so he does play some more Rapid Strike energy there. The artillery to grab a Rapid Strike card. Oh, I didn't see the Passimian down there. I don't think this is the same one from Ultra Prism. Oh, this one does. Okay. This is good. This could be really good for Elijah here. His Rapid Strike Pokemon will do additional 30 to your opponent's bench V and GX. And since they're all Vs on his field besides the Articuno, it's going to do a lot of damage. All right, this is a good play. He's gonna be able to hit for 100 and then 160 on that weekend already. Shadow Rider there. 160 plus 30. I believe that would be enough to knock him out. So Elijah's gonna take the 3. Wonder what the I wonder what they misplay because there should be a 100 damage on the active Shadow Rider there. But we do see a Tower of Waters, but now it's been replaced by Training Court. Yep, there it is. They caught it. It'd be really nice if Elijah had weakness advantage here, but it looks like he does not. Because they are weak to dark. But Elijah's in a he's in an okay position. He only needs 2 more. He could essentially 130, 160. Try to one hit knock out that Crobat for the win, but have to see how. So there comes the research, celebrations, 25th anniversary celebrations, Professor's Research. They're actually pretty cheap. They're like only like $2 now, so you get a full playset for like less than $10. It's crazy. Bling out your cards, guys. Bling out your cards. Here goes another air balloon. What's he gonna do here? That's fine. Is the Zero Aura able to... Oh, okay, never mind. Oh, obviously, yeah, that should be enough energy to knock him out because he only has 210 HP. Here comes the Blaziken. Now, Jake is going to try and play catch up here. Oh, Path of the Peak. That's going to hurt. Jake would not be able to Underworld Door, play Crobats on all of his Pokemon that has Roadboxes, which are mostly Vs and VMAXs. So that's going to hurt. He won't be able to use Underworld Door, but he does have enough energy to do pretty much knock out this Blaziken, which if he can, it's going to be almost a game for him. I think he only has 4 priors to 2, so that's going to be 3 if he does take it. And then that should be enough to take it. And depends if Elijah can pull something here. Let's see what happens. Even if it does attack, the Pissimian will allow to do 30 damage to the bench Pokemon. And then the Zoro Aura can come out. And go for the game here. So it's 130. No, hold on. It's counting. It's 100 already. That's 160. 160. So let's see what's come into play here. That's good. Unless Jake has to switch, he will not be able to retreat, even if he does have an air balloon. Oh, there we go. Let's see what's going to happen. All right, good boss, good boss. All right, let's see if Elijah can get game here. So he does have enough energy to knock him out. Oh, there it is. There's the game. So the way that it works with Pissimian, it does 30 additional damage. And since he bounced out the Zero Aura, which I believe Elijah was going to go do anyways, he was able to get the additional 160 plus a 30 to knock out the Crobat, which was a very good strategy. And at the end worked out for him, which is good because... Tired of seeing Shadow Rider. That's the second Shadow Rider deck we saw today. So now I'm going to go into the third game. So I'd like to thank you guys for tuning in to watch. This has been pretty short rounds for the OPC number 3. Hopefully the playoffs we'll see a lot much better games. And I won't bore you guys with my commentary, so we'll have someone else commentate as well. So let's go ahead and let's get the third game rolling. So I'm gonna not really shout outs, but I'd like to thank Same Seat Gaming as well as Odyssey and as well and Team SKYNITE for putting up the OPC event together. They've been great, and because of them we got prizes. So let's go ahead and get the third game going. So it looks like the third game is going to be Elijah versus Iman, and I forgot to change the scoreboard. Wow, that was on me. I thought I had it open. So while they're playing, and I'll put the cards up. There's not a lot of YouTubers that does a lot of actual Pokemon TCG playing. Mostly it's just been box openings, booster pack openings. Not a lot of high level stuff in terms of gameplay. So we're looking to change that. So over here we do play with physical cards. We also trade, collect, and all that. But we're in the competitive sense that we're trying to get championship points to make it into London for World Champs. I myself won't be able to because that's a lot of events and I have too many things to do. So in that case, here I am organizing and doing online tournaments. So let's go ahead and get into the third game, Iman versus Elijah. So two of very, very consistent players. Iman has won a couple tournaments during season 1, and I think Elijah might have won once. He has gotten top cut several times. He did recently won one here actually with the whatchamacallit, he won it with the Slow King. So let's see how Elijah's gonna handle here. So we got the Gracilia from Iman as well as a Rimrad, 2 Rimrads out from Elijah. So you not a very good start for Elijah here because Iman has got the Gracilias and the Shadow Riders already open. And the Rimrats, I believe they're only like 50, 60 HP, so it's like a one-hit wonder from a Shadow Rider. And since he only has 2 on the field, he needs somehow... Okay, there we go, Blaziken now. That's fine. He will lose the... Oh, if he has the second one, he's going to lose the first one because I could just get knocked out unless he can somehow find a way to switch. But that's fine. He's going to Rapid Strike Search, get a Rapid Strike card. I don't know specifically what's he to get. It could be a Fight Energy or a Tower Waters. Maybe another Blaziken on Zero Aura, but we'll see. A lot of different options for Elijah. Looks like he's looking through his deck, just trying to see what's prize and what's not. What is that, Pokemon Fan Club? No, that's what it looks like. Oh, what is that? Could not really tell. I have seen it before. I wonder what the Pokemon World Champs, as well as Pokemon OP in general, because I know I've seen it for internationals and I think regionals. I wonder if they use like an app like they do at MTG Pro Tours where you just press on a card and bam. Card on the screen. Speaking of that, Spell Table has a really cool neat feature for Magic where it like scans the card and it just like pops up what the card is, so that the opponent will be able to know what you're playing, which I think is pretty cool. Wish we had something like that for Pokemon. That'd be nice. Could make one, I guess, but that's a lot of work. So we do get the Blaziken out. He's able to hit with his first ability for 60 damage and not allow your opponent to retreat unless they have a switch. Well, that's fine. It's going to help Elijah. It's going to help him set up. Iman's in a good position, though. Shadow Rider, it's pretty much ready to go. We'll need a couple more energies to be able to knock out the Blaziken. But if he does get hit with a 60 with no switches, he is going to be not able to... Is that a switch? Oh, my God. Here's a VMAX. Evolution Incense. He's probably gonna go for another Shadow Thor or Shadow Rider VMAX. I'm sorry. Which is fine. He wants to maximize the Underworld Thor as much as he can. So the more he can, he's gonna switch. And that's nice. That's nice. He's gonna be able to hit for what is that? 30, 40, 60, 80. 4 times 3 is 120. 10, 130. He can Underworld Thor, but he does have a Fog Crystal, so that's probably what he needs to do. Don't attach return, because you're not going to get the additional bonus cards. So he can Underworld Thor twice. Where are you gonna attach it, Iman? Where are you gonna Underworld Door at? Oh, cool. The Alcremie. Alcremie's pretty good. We saw how what needs to be set up for the Alcremie. The more psychic energy you discard, the more that you the more 60 times damage you do. So if you do like just do 4. And the regular Blaziken V is knocked out. Oh, Elijah on the very top pickle here. What is Shadow? What is Blaziken gonna do in this round? It might look like Elijah has a really good field, but he does not have any energy attached to any of his Pokemon, and he kind of needs that. I do see a couple there, at least one. And an air balloon. So, oh, alright. Pastemian is good. Nice. Need that extra bench damage here. Alright, energy on there. So he could able to hit the I don't think he can actually. Ooh, VMAX. With the Artillery Rapid Strike Surge. There we go. Could try to prevent him from retreating. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 680 plus 10. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Miscounted my cards here. Alright, but it looks like Elijah's getting up there, so we'll see how Iman responds. So does he want to keep attacking, and then risk losing the Shadow Rider on Elijah's next turn? Because now he's taking damage. So the most optimal play here is to essentially just retreat. But he does do a boss's order. If he could knock this out, that's gonna be which I believe he does have enough energy for. At least this way he wasn't able to bring him out and do an additional damage to his bench Pokemon. So it does get knocked out for the 2. So let's see what Elijah's gonna bring out. The Blaziken would not be able to get rid of it on time unless he had a boss. So you can able to get rid of a. Well, I guess he can't get rid of anything besides the Cresselia. So he wants to try to Ooh. I was gonna say Christian Hammer and disrupt the Shadow Rider, but that's probably not the most optimal play here. Air balloon to the Blaziken, fine. Able to retreat, go back to maybe an artillery, maybe not the artillery, maybe the Rimrad, just to able to get set up on his next turn and just lose the one single prize. The good news is none of the other Shadow Riders or the other Shadow Rider isn't set up, but the Alcremie VMAX might be able to come into play shortly. But there is a path with the peak. That's gonna hurt Iman, so he won't be able to underboard Thor, so that's good. Especially if he's able to find a way to knock out the Shadow Rider. He'll come close. He'll need 2 more turns. So here it looks like he can able to knock out the Crobat for sure. Especially with the combo for the Pastemian. So what are you doing there, Elijah? What are you thinking? You thinking how much damage you can output? Because he has a feeling that he's probably going to lose, which, in all fairness, Iman is pretty set up. Quick balls. Can't really get anything out on the field, but he can look to see what else he has in his deck. There is another energy on Iman, but he cannot use Underworld Thor because of the path for the peak. So it is going to hurt him. But he needs to find a way to mitigate the damage taken. Because if he does not... Okay, Rapid Strike Search is fine. He knows he's in a tough pickle. could bring out the Blaziken and just hit him again for 130. And at least this way, he can come back with Zoroark, knockout for 5. It's going to be 100 there, but that's... Can't underwood Thor. Ooh, and that's going to be game. There it is. Yeah, that's game. Iman takes it. Iman takes it again, guys. He is a very good player for a senior player, and he plays with the Masters, so he gets a lot of practice. So he'll be ready for World Champs once he gets going. Again, win regionals, win a couple regionals, get them points. Otherwise, that was a very quick OPC round there, or match there, and we saw some familiar players and their unique play styles. And we did see a Blaziken, and we saw how many decks did we see? 1, 2, 3, 4 decks. 3 unique decks: Shadow Rider, a Blaziken, and then a Suicune. Unfortunately, that was the last game of the day. It has been pretty slow because now school's been starting and everyone's been busy. But hey, I am trying my best to commentate all that we can. And I'd like to thank you guys for tuning in to event number 3. So stay tuned. Hopefully we can get another event going before the playoffs. If not, I'll see you guys then. Thank you guys very much.